it's Ilgit here again. It's the second live show that I'm doing, and hopefully we're going to get it right this time. And I think we're getting it right, I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway, if things go a bit wrong, it's because I'm still getting used to this software. But we're going to try our very, 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 very best to make it all very good. All right? So, where are we at? We had a good week. We had lots of feedback this week. New things have happened. We've got, I keep saying we, I always say we as if there's a big crew, but basically the truth is that there's only me, just me, and I run the whole thing myself, and I really enjoy it. And what I really enjoy more than anything else is that I get the feedback from all the people that watch. Now, 97,000 people have watched the channel, and it's growing every day, 40, 50 more, come on. And we do it just because, I do it just because I like to entertain and I like to give people something to watch, which is alternative to the mainstream TV. We people of a certain age like to reminisce and go back and look at things that we used to watch when we were kids, and the films that were about then, you know, from the 30s right up to the 60s we do stuff. And the film that was just on, which kept coming back on when I was on, but there you go, we get it right in the end, was, I think that was from 1936. And there's no gratuitous violence. There's violence, there's punch-ups and fights and people get shot, but you don't see any blood. But the stories were good and people enjoyed watching them, and obviously I enjoyed watching them too, so that's why I do Best Before TV. Now, to get in touch with me, all you got to do is, you can see at the bottom there, right at the bottom there, very, very official. You can get in touch by going to Twitter, which is Best Before T, and that's Twitter. Now, also, we've just put a live chat portal. I've just put a live chat portal in the website. So if you go to the website, which is, as you know, www.bestbeforetv.com, where you can watch the programs live, and I'm live right now. But I want to do some live shows because I like to talk about things that are affecting people or of my age. You know, how I feel about things that are going on in the world today, as opposed to how they were going on in the world when I was a kid. Also, I just digress. bestbeforetv@gmail.com if you want to send me a mail, an interweb mail. Yeah. So there we go. So there's the introductions. The last show I did live, I put it on what's it called, the YouTube, and they let me put it up, so that was good. And this one will go up as well, I suppose. But let's get into it. So I'm going to be a little bit serious because there's things that I see and how the world's going compared to I'm nearly 70. In August I'm 70, and I believe I'm qualified to talk about these things because they must be affecting people like me and even younger. But we'll come to that. But just, shall we have a bit of fun first? Make it a bit light-hearted, just to show you that I'm trying my technology here, and it usually works quicker than me. But we'll see what we do. This is a little thing called I Bet You Didn't Know. So let's do this, and then we'll come back and we'll get a little bit more serious. Okay? So. Okay, well, I bet you didn't know that people who suffer from bone slipping believe they are a cow. They'll live as life as a cow as much as they can. But that ketchup didn't catch on as a popular condiment until the late 19th century. Prior to that, it was used for indigestion cures. And your nose, in fact, can remember 50,000 different smells, scents, stinks, and there's a company that turns dead bodies into reefs. I think that's funny. And the company's called Eternal Reefs. Just a bit of fun. And did you know that? You didn't know that, did you? I neither did I. I have to check it and find out. Okay, now, we've got some more funny stuff to do in a little bit. Well, not funny, but, you know, that's not so serious what I'm going to talk about now. And what I'm going to talk about now is this. I mean, wokeism is getting on my nerves. I mean, I don't even know what it means. Woke, yeah, it means to me, I woke up this morning and I got out of bed. That's what woke means to me. And I think it's on trend, isn't it? It's a trend. It's a fad. And hopefully it'll stop. But this is something today that I really looked at and I thought, oh, hang on, this is not right. And I'm talking about transgender kids. Now, I don't care what you are. I don't care what your sexuality is or what you do in your own time and behind your closed doors. It doesn't make you a bad or better person. You just are as you are. And I believe that everybody who lives how they want to live has the same rights as anybody else. This is another thing. People keep on saying, oh, this rights, that rights, and rights. We all have the same rights. We all can get a job. We can all have a bank account. We can all live. We can all travel. We can all drive. We can all do the same things in life. But if you've got a different way of living, it's your business. But I sort of digress a little bit because this thing is really bugging me. Now, don't forget, I want to know what you think. So if you're listening, send me a message on the website there. Go to it and just put your name in and away you go and send me a message or whatever, however you want to get in touch and let me know because I might be talking out of turn, but I don't think I am. Okay? Now, a report which was polled, it came out today, I think, of 1,168 young people aged 16 to 18 in England, more than half, which is 54%, said they knew someone at their school who wants to change gender or has already done so. So that's 1 in 10. That's 10% said they would or want to change or have changed already their gender. I find that quite, for me, I don't think they, at that age, they've lived life long enough to know that, maybe at 18, but before that, no. And what's even more, the thing that riled me more than anything else was not that. It was this. The number of children referred to the NHS with gender identity issues has increased significantly in recent years, according to the figures which were recently reported. Now, the details of all this was revealed after a 5-year-old Nottinghamshire boy recently returned to the classroom as a girl. Now, I don't think, I would, for me, I'm sort of totally against that because a 5-year-old boy or whatever, or even a 5-year-old girl, whatever you want to call yourself, it isn't right because they don't know anything at that age. And to me, they've been groomed that way. They've been fed this information. They've been normalized into thinking that it's okay to choose your gender. Whereas for me, you're born as a man or a woman or a boy or a girl, and that's it. What you do with your life is up to you. But that's what you are. That's, as far as I'm concerned. Now, carrying on from there, the gender, and this is even gets more scary because the Gender Identity Development Service, it's called GIDS for short, said 969 under 18s have been referred in the UK in 2015 to 2016, including nearly 200 aged 12 and under. It's not right. I'm sorry, but it's not right. You don't know what you are at, puberty and all that rubbish. You don't know what you are. You just want a good time. And I think this is also making children have mental health problems because they're confused by stupid wokeism as far as I'm concerned. Because I know it's all to do with you can't say a boy's a boy, you've got to say a girl, all that rubbish, pronouns and no nouns, whatever. Now, if you look at those figures, and then you look back at 2009 to 2010, there was only 94 cases referred. So it's becoming a trend. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there becomes another 800 kids who want to transgender. It's not right. So, also, which again, it gets even more scary because statistics also showed that 3-year-old and 3-4-year-olds were referred to the GIDS since last April. Now, come on. How does a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old know anything about gender? They don't even know what boy or girl is. They don't care. They're playing with the dollies and the train sets and all the other things. Or they've been given a mobile phone when they're 3, aren't they? 4. It's scary. It's a very, very scary situation. And I don't know what's happening. But maybe you can get in touch with me. You can get on the website now and you can say what you think. Am I wrong to think that? I don't think I'm wrong. You might have a different opinion. Or you can send me an email at bestbeforetv@gmail.com, or you can also Twitter on bestbeforet. And I might be the old git, but I'm not senile, and I think this is absolutely ridiculous. And this is only one of the topics, but again, before I move on a little bit further, I want to hear what you want to hear about. You tell me, and I'll discuss it. Now, the UK Teachers Union, and this is one of the reasons I think it's happening. The UK's Teachers Union, the National Education Union, the NEU, has voted to push drag story hours in school. It shouldn't happen. Why are they sending drag queens in to entertain primary and infant school children? They're going to be confused now. They're going to see men dressed as women, and they're going to want the children to be exposed to the gender ideology. They don't need to be exposed to this, not at the ages they are. It's just, again, confusing children and normalizing something that, I'm sorry, it is not. Look, I've seen a drag queen show, but I'm an adult and I went to see it and it was funny and I enjoyed it. It was a laugh. Nothing wrong with it. But for 3 and 4 years old and 6 and 7-year-olds and for young kids, it's confusing. They don't need this confusion in their life. Teach them the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Geography. Teachers are not there to teach them about all this wokeism. And it shouldn't be everybody in the UK. I'm talking about UK because I know the UK, but I know it's going on in many other countries in Europe and also in America. Look, everybody in life is entitled to the same things, irrespective of your sexual orientation or whatever you are, your colour, whatever. You're all able to get on in life if you want to. If you don't want to, stop blaming people and making up things. You can do it, no problem. Because society is doing that now. What are we becoming? I'm glad that I'm 70 years old because I don't want to see a time when this kind of thing is normal. Although some parents and teachers have had enough of wokeism in the classroom and critical race theory, and parents are starting to push back. How they doing it, I don't know. I mean, how would you do it? Let me know. What do you think? Is it right? Do you agree that they should be doing this, or should kids be kids and play and be educated the proper way? And as they get older, if they decide they want to be something else, they can. As I said, get in touch with me. Go to the website. That's www.bestbeforetv.com, and go on to the chat there and let me know. And also you can send me an email after the show if you want to, and with your opinion, and also with the opinion of what you want to hear or discuss in the future. I'd like to get these little forums going. They're for our age, they're for people like me, hitting the 70s, and finding it difficult to cope with this stupidity, which I find it is just stupidity. Sorry, but that it is. And I'm not going to apologise now. So, let's do something else a bit light-hearted before we look at the next topic, because otherwise it gets too serious, doesn't it? Okay. Let's do something today in history. We give it a little one of these. Ah, yes. And 15th of the 5th, 2023. That's what it is today. What happened in past years on this day, 15th of May? Well, on this day, and this is a good one, in 1940, in San Bernardino, California, brothers Morris, who was known as Mac, and Richard McDonald opened a drive-in restaurant that gave rise to the fast food chain that we all know and love. McDonald's, yes, there you go. So that's a good one, isn't it? And also, on this day in 1928, a long time ago, Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse made his debut with the premiere of the cartoon Plane Crazy. What about that? That is cute. Absolutely tremendous. And what else have we got? Yes, something more recent. Born on this day, Andy Murray. In full, Sir Andrew Baron Murray. Born May the 15th, 1987, in Glasgow, Scotland. So that makes him Scottish, yes. Tennis player, as if you didn't know, who was one of sports premier players during the 2010s, winning 3 Grand Slams titles, 2 men's singles Olympic gold medals. So there you go. That's things that happened on today. Nice, isn't it, eh? So we get back to it. Now, we'll leave the transgender thing for, and don't forget, I'm just saying, get in touch with me. I'm not advertising these programs because I don't think I'm doing the technology right yet. I'm getting there, and hopefully there's some people watching, and hopefully get some reaction back to what we're talking about. Next. We've done that. Now, next question, and this one, some of you might have done this, but some of you might not have done this, and I didn't do it, I just missed it. But should national service be brought back? Should it? I don't know. Maybe you think it should be. I think national service should be brought back. Because national service keeps young adults out of trouble and teaches them discipline and respect for the authority. And in these times of great uncertainty, we also need a standing army ready to be called in case of emergency. So national service, in actual fact, should be reintroduced, don't you think? But anyway, I don't think it should be military, to be honest. I think national service in another way. Bring them in for 2 years, and any kid that's not going to university has to go. And even the kids that are going to university delay for 2 years because they probably, some of these jobs that are doing all these protests, they need a bit of discipline early. So anyway, get them in there for 2 years. And the first 16 weeks they're in there, they put them through their basics like a military training. PT, square bashing, making their bed, all the things that the squaddies had to do when they were doing the national service. But they give them 16 weeks, 6-mile runs in the morning, potato bashing and jankers and all that. And after that, they should be graded and put into some kind of scheme that helps them to get a trade, whatever it is. Okay, they shouldn't be stationed anywhere near where they live. If you live in London, then you'll be stationed in Cardiff. If you live in Cardiff, you'll be stationed in London. And they would not get any leave for the first 16 weeks, and after that, they would have a passing out parade of how good they are and all sorts of merits. And all the merits would go to the CVs, on their CVs, that they were good and they did this, they did that, and they come out with their qualifications of whatever job, plumber, technician, electrician, bricklayer, I don't know, whatever, the chef, whatever it is they want to be. Now that's the kind of national service I would like to see. Get the kids into some kind of proper routine and give them pride in themselves. because there's no pride in at the moment, is there? I would like to do more, but I'm running out of time, and I don't want to go over time because I need to get back on track with the programs. Hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, get in touch with me and tell me what you want to discuss. Also, on the this one might cheer you up. On the chat line today, we asked the question, or I asked the question, what actor can you recognise by his voice only? And we got James Mason, James Earl Jones, James Stewart, and things. Well, I'm asking you the same question. Just stick it on the website, on the chat. What actor can you recognise by voice only? Not giving any prizes, just the kudos of being the winner and being the most original. And say, well, yeah, I need to know that I know the actor, you see. If I know the actor and you said it, I'll know whether you know him by his voice or her. Could be her. So do that. And what else did we do? We did something else as well. Oh, yes, somebody asked me, I'm going to mention his name. He calls himself Florida Man. Thank you, Florida Man. He loves to watch the programs on the TV, he says, and he actually gave me the name of a show that he used to watch as a kid. And I actually got over 30 episodes of it. So when one of the other TV series runs out, I will be showing that. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's special. And that'll be something else that you can watch from your past. And also, again, the Sunday binge is going very, very well. We get loads of people watching that, where we do, the old foot stompers that you used to watch in the cinema when you used to pay your threepence, and you used to sing the song. We'd go, oh, that one, yeah, and had a great time, and had your popcorn, and there was always the cliffhangers. And we show the cliffhangers every weekend, and we do, on the Sunday binge, and it's like 4 or 5 hours, all the episodes together, and people watch it. It's pretty good. Good to be here. I'm glad that things have gone a little bit better this time, and if we can get the changeover back to the programs easy, we've done it. We've cracked it, but there's still more to do because I also want to put stuff in I want to put stuff in so that you can, some software so that you can come on live and be on the TV with me and have a discussion, because I sit on my own here and it'd be good to get you on. So that's the next step, get that working, and then we'll have you on. Florida Man says, Daily Motion, blah, 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 something. YouTube, watch this. Kind of cheesy blue man. Right. Okay, he's talking about the series that I found. I love the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. See me, many here I am not familiar with. I usually watch every day for a jam. Thanks again. Oh, that's good. Thank you very much. So, we got away on a high note, and if you can recognise an actor by voice only, tell me who it is. And of course, I will pick somebody who is the most original and who I believe is right. You can only recognise him very well by his voice, and we all can. So that's it for me. I'm really glad that you stayed with me, hopefully, and all I say now is it's the old git, and the old git has gone.